for the Everett Auto Parts Sport 4s. Arthur Meack and Sam Sleboda will bring the field down off of turn number 4, ready to go off the corner. KJ looks the field over. Nice even start. Green flag is out. Meack gets a good jump on the field. Down into one is Sleboda now. Hangs up top as Hayes works that bottom lane.
Meack, though, jumping out to that lead. That side-by-side battle for Hayes and Sleboda. He didn't have Sleboda. Contact. We're going to have Dan Hayes take over. Second, Sleboda, Budzyna. I'm not even sure what happened, but the yellow's going to come out.
Meack to bring the field down on the outside of him. Dan Hayes off of turn number 4. Here they come. Looking them over. KJ waves a green flag. We're underway. Hayes really has a good run up on the outside down into turn 1.
He's really excelled on the restarts as of late, and that one no exception as he now evens himself up with Meack into turn number 3 for the top spot. A duel behind them between Manuel and Johnson for positions 3 and 4. Hayes slides up. Meack's going to hang on to the lead. 4 cars, pigs in a blanket, into turn number 2.
Off the second corner, the top 4 stacked up double wide down into turn number 3. Meack and Hayes, Johnson and Manuel. 3 playoff drivers and an outlaw, if you will. Down the front stretch they go. Johnson now down underneath Hayes, looking for second.
Meack still leading that pack with Hayes and Johnson fighting for that second spot. Manuel sets it back comfortably in 4th. Budzyna rounds out the top 5. Meack, Hayes, Johnson, Budzyna, Cavallaro, Sleboda, your playoff drivers in that order. All sorts of crossed up as Dan Hayes able to gather it back in. Loses a whole bunch of track position, though, as that 14 hits turn 3. Leaders cross the start finish at lap 5.
Meack under attack. Here comes Johnson down low. And the 08 of Manuel up on the outside. AJ with a good run down into 3 and 4. They come off the corner. Meack still holding him off that time.
Meack holding him off, but not that outside lane, though. Manuel's had his way with that all race. But Johnson still chasing the 11 of Meack, screaming down his back bumper off of 4. Not going to be able to get it done on the inside. Those top 3 fight for 2 spots. Budzyna sits in 4th. Dan Hayes rounds out the top 5.
Meack trying to protect that bottom lane, keeps that top lane open. Manuel trying to wind up that ladder down into turns 3 and 4 and down the front stretch, but unable to take advantage on the blue, white, and black. Number 11 down off of turn number 2 they come. Still 3 cars and a dogfight up front.
Into 3 and off of 4 come your leaders, and it is Meack still holding on just barely, though. Richie Johnson and AJ Manuel still right there. AJ able to even up with Arthur down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Meack is going to cling to this lead by a hair.
Budzyna still holds on to the 4 spot comfortably in that position as they cross the stripe into turn number 1. 10 laps up on the board. Meack, Manuel, Johnson, Budzyna, Hayes, Sleboda, Cavallaro, Harris, Sullivan, and Switzer are your top 10 as they come off of turn number 4. Manuel still working the top side. This time he finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. Can he hold on?
He will for the moment. He's got a tire advantage on Arthur Meack as Switzer goes -1 to the leaders. Manuel still controlling that outside groove. Johnson could not make it 3 wide that time. A virtual dead heat at the stripe. Manuel able to hang on as the leaders hit the back straightaway.
Down into 3 and 4. Manuel still getting a little bit of an advantage. 12 down, make it 13 at the stripe. Manuel working the outside. Has his biggest lead yet. A nose. They come off at turn number 2. Johnson now, he slides to the outside down into 3.
Meack, though, going to the inside this time and unable to catch Manuel again. AJ's has had the faster car all race. Meack, though, running a solid line, and he might catch AJ if something were to slip up in that 08. Behind them it is Johnson, who is tried the inside, now going out, still nothing doing for the 8. Arthur not giving him anything in that 11, but they're all still chasing the 08 of Manuel into 3 and off of 4.
I'm going to say this, and I think Jacob Budzyna's number 01 seems to be handling a little bit better since that incident on lap number 2 with Sam Sleboda. Don't know if it tweaked something or what, but that car seems to be getting faster and faster. And look at the 11 really hang on as he works that bottom lane, holding off the 8 of Johnson.
They're all still chasing Manuel. AJ Manuel looked like something might have slowed up in that car because Meack just shot down the bottom, is now even for the lead with AJ Manuel into 3 off of 4. Dead heat at the stripe. Give it to Manuel that time as the leaders hit turn number 2. Still 4 cars under a blanket.
Budzyna is closed in on the top 3 and now makes his presence known down into 3 and 4. 19 laps up on the board this time. Meack trying back on the bottom, down to the stripe. Manuel again holding off that time down the backstretch. Meack trying to squeeze up back to the top of the leaderboard.
Meack is going to get there. He is even with AJ Manuel with 5 laps to go, and Arthur Meack has his lead back at lap number 20. The 11 puts his number on the top of the leaderboard. AJ Manuel in second. Richie Johnson sitting in third, diving down to the inside, evens up with Manuel, takes the second spot away. 4 laps to go for Arthur Meack in that blue and checkered 11.
Battle for second down the back straightaway. Manuel working that high side. Johnson down low. Budzyna right there on the tail. 3 laps to go this time at the stripe, and all of a sudden Hayes is in the fight. 4 cars now up at the top of the leaderboard, make it 5 off of turn number 2.
5 cars are fighting for 4 spots into turn 3 and 4 with the Twin Twigs dancing in the air this time. 2 circuits to go for Arthur Meack. Richie Johnson, AJ Manuel, Jacob Budzyna, and Dan Hayes in the 14.
Into 3 and 4 they go. The white flag will be high in the air when they come off the corner. Meack in control. Johnson trying to edge out for that second spot. Dead even at the stripe. No playoff points up for grabs. No contact between Budzyna and the 8, and it looked like the 11 got a little bit loose. Johnson let off the throttle. Here comes Manuel up on the outside. Off of 4. It's going to be Meack and the 08 of Manuel for second. Third place will go to Richie Johnson.
Artie, congratulations. Man, that was a tough race.
That was a fun race. Oh, man, that was awesome. AJ, thanks for running me clean, bud.
You and him racing side by side, lap after lap, swapping the lead, and you had fallen back to second for a little bit. All of a sudden, you're back in the fight.
Yeah, I seen got a little loose over there, and I was just happy to be able to catch him, you know what I mean, and just work it, you know.
And all that time, Richie was all over your back bumper.
He was. I think I was slowing him up, but, I mean, hey.
4 wins this year, first win in the playoffs. You solidify yourself. You are going to be one of the men to beat in the Final 4. What do you think your chances are going to be?
1 and 4.
Well, I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Dave Westgate, Cam Balmain, my beautiful wife, my daughters, Nick, Aunt Cheryl, Louise, my sister, Jay, Linda, Chuck, Jeff, Dr. Ortega from Family Dentistry, Bruce's Scrap Metal, Middleborough Recycling, AT Disposal, and whoever else I forgot. Nick.
Great run. Congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. I like it was going to be your night for a bit and a little oops.
Yeah, I've never lost a race like that before. I mean, I did it all to myself. I lost it so quick I wasn't even sure if somebody got into me, but I was checked out by a car length or 2 at least with some breathing room. And, yeah, I beat myself tonight. I mean, I did all that work, drove around the 2 fastest cars that have been here all year. I mean, we were door to door for lap 1. A caution came out, and it was us 3 for 25 laps there. You could throw a blanket over us, and I just I beat myself tonight. It is what it is. That's what happens when you don't run every week. You're kind of rusty compared to these guys.
So we'll use that for an excuse, but it looked like it was a lot of fun.
No excuses. I don't make excuses. We got beat, plain and simple. I mean, come down to it, I'm sure it was probably only by a 10th because, I mean, he only had me by a nose at the line right here. And, I mean, I can't complain. This car was garbage last week in practice, wasn't the greatest this week in practice, and came to life. And, I mean, I think I literally drove the wheels off of it. That's what it felt like out of 2. I mean, I thought for sure I got a right rear flat or something because it came around quick.
Well, I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I mean, I got to thank the Murrays for letting me drive this car this year. It's still their car. I had no interest in racing again, and then they bumped Crystal up to the pure stock, and they said, why don't you go have some fun? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Put me in it, scaled it. I mean, I'm 200 pounds heavier than the rest of these cars out there. I mean, the belly on me doesn't help at all, but just doing what I can. I don't come here and expect to win like I used to, so I just have fun racing like that. That was probably the most fun race I've had in a long time.
Well, congratulations. Great second-place run. Richie, a good run for third. Man, that was a competitive race. All you could do, you just couldn't get him out of the way.
Yeah, I just was riding along, was hoping for a mistake, and they were side by side, and it just didn't happen. So kind of got into it with them. I think we knocked the toe out. Thing was garbage after that. So just kind of had to settle, but it is what it is.
Well, I know you got some people to thank. You had a lot of people over there earlier tonight.
Yeah, I got to thank all my friends for all their help, my family, my aunt and uncle for coming out tonight. Matty Tire, Down Home Fence, J Corp, Limited Excavation, Moonlit Roots, Lynch and Convoy Insurance, Cornwell Tools, Andrews Family Automotive, and it's a lascious life.
Great run. Good luck next week as we close out our final night of the chase. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our podium finishers. Third to